my Erling Haaland thing is this. Before he scored that first goal, I said that this guy is candidate for break of the game because ball control was awful decision making, flat track bully, just running. I was like, what the heck is this? I mean, this dude is trash. But he scored that goal. I'm like, wow. That second goal, hands up. And my thing about Haaland is this: great goal scoring instincts. Needs to work on his game. If he works on his game and he cleans up the other parts of his game, I believe, and maybe this can open up another discussion, like for the past 4 or 5 years, we've seen like the emergence of the inside forward and the strikers facilitating the inside forwards. Maybe Erling Haaland will now usher in a whole era of bringing back the striker for like maybe this next decade, and more young kids now saying, oh geez, like I actually want to be like this striker. And our teams are saying, no, we actually do need a goal scorer in the middle rather than just like a facilitator for inside forwards. So Neeks, Haaland, speak on it.
Yeah, listen, you said that he needs to work in his game. I mean, name me a 19-year-old who doesn't need to work in his game. Even Mbappe, as good as he is, and he's a bit older than 19 now, as good as he is, there's part of his game that needs to be worked on. There's no doubt.
Yeah, no, he wasn't good in that first leg, bro.
So, and he wasn't great when we played him in the second leg back in Paris back in the last season. So, you know, I have to judge him not based on necessarily his ability, because you said people, they make a rub for your own back in the sense that you say your expectations so high. He's got 12 in 8. Say he goes on a run of not scoring in his next 8 games. Do I say now he's trash? No, I say that he's 19 years old and you're going to go through these ups and downs. But I think already he's shown that he's got the quality to be a world-class striker. Now, obviously, taking that to a world-class level is about doing it season after season, or even for a full season, at least first in a top league. But he started brilliantly. And I would even argue that the fact that how he ended the game, based on how he started, it shows in itself another quality, the mental strength to not get down when things aren't going your way. There's one thing about when it comes to goal scorers that if you're a good goal scorer, you're always going to get chances because you get into the right place, the right spaces. So you're going to miss chances, you're going to miscontrol the ball, you're going to sometimes go through bad patches, but you keep getting in that position, you keep getting there, you're going to get the goal in the end, and that's what he keeps doing. And I think that's the prerequisite to being a great goal scorer, is to be in the right place.
But also, you have to also look at, I mean, before I come to Deva, you have to also look at the team that he plays for. I think for Dortmund and for Favre, I think they sort of breed and they encourage you to make mistakes and everything because we're a very young side. And maybe that was the reason in which like his dad and himself said, you know what, United, even if United are bloody struggling right now, as a 19-year-old and everything, this Dortmund side, I mean, you've got Giovanni, Reina, Claudio Reina's son, you've got Sancho, you've got all of these young dudes around, you've got Torgan Hazard. So I can enter into that vibe of where, hey man, you can make mistakes, you're young. You can just learn from the mistakes. So that's kind of an environment I think is perfect for him. And I think this team was perfect for him to really thrive based on his development.
And Klopp he said that Bayern was perfect for him because he said even if Liverpool came in, he may well have still gone for Bayern because there was a position open. There was a guaranteed Champions League football, first team football, and you know that Bayern give you chance. We're at somewhere like Liverpool, Manchester United, Barcelona, Real Madrid, where winning is the prerequisite to anything else. Whereas at Borussia Dortmund, it's not the same. So winning comes first at the bigger clubs. You don't get that opportunity to slack off for a few games because you get dropped and someone else will come in. Whereas Borussia Dortmund will keep giving you chance after chance. And at the moment, he's taking his chance.
I think what you said about Haaland, Hope, I think I don't think he was that bad in the first leg. But what you have to remember is he's never played in a game of this magnitude before. Like he's not played in a Champions League knockout stage in front of 80,000 people against Paris Saint-Germain. So I think he was excited. You can see everything he was doing was at 100. Like it was just at pace. He didn't calm down. He didn't try and diffuse the situation, take a touch pass. Everything he was doing was at breakneck speed. So I think, and that's where the inexperience of not just him but some of his teammates come into it, because they should say, "Look, calm down, relax. We've got 90 minutes." But I think also the tactics didn't help him, because no one was really getting around him. it was all kind of pinging balls into him and then expecting it to stick. But no one was really around him until they brought on Reina. As soon as Reina came on, I think Reina was on the pitch for about 4 or 5 minutes. And that's when he got the first goal. Because there's people around him. They was able to get the ball into him. He could pop it off to someone close to him and then make another move. And that's when he came into the game. But I think Haaland, as a talent, you're right. He does need to learn. He does need to do certain things with his game. But as Neeks said, he's 19. These things will come. And he's in the best place to do it. He's in a club that have had Lewandowski, Bierhoff. They've had some great strikers throughout the years. I think he will go on to be a massive, massive. Sama won a striker, bro.
Wait, what position did he play? Oh, was it defender?
Sama. Yeah. Matthias Sama was like.
I think I'm getting him confused with another dude.